Hi guys, I'm Simon, your digital expert online. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified when my videos go live. I'm here to help you build your own online business and so that you can take advantage of the growing digital economy. I'm going to give you loads of tips, tricks and ideas along the way. So let's get stuck in. Okay, so one of the questions I get asked quite a lot is, how do I run an online business from home? Seems really obvious, but you're going to need a laptop and Wi-Fi connection. And the reason I say laptop is so that you can work from whichever space in the house you want to. And plus make sure that you get a laptop which is going to be powerful enough to be able to do some video editing, photo editing, and just be able to run a good browser. My next tip really is to create a creative space for you. Myself and my wife, who's also an online digital expert, we have our loft conversion. It's a really nice bright white space. We've got the loft lighting, so it's really an incredible space, and it's like a little haven where we can both work collaboratively together. I also quite like to have some music on in the background. This helps me concentrate. Right, so you're thinking about running an online business from home and you want to know kind of how to start. Right, what I'm going to tell you is to start brainstorming. I know this seems really obvious, but let's get the creative juices flowing. I personally use something called MindMup, I believe it's called. I'll send you the link at the bottom of the video. It's a free online tool which you can use where you can basically just use the traditional brainstorming idea, and you can sort of branch out and just to see how many different ways you think you could be creative online. So just when you are running an online business from home, one thing I would say is just work out the time of day where you're going to feel like you're most productive. Some people are morning people, others are night owls. Me personally, I'm a morning person, so I like to get all my best and most creative work done first thing in the morning, and then in the afternoon I can just relax a little bit and maybe spend some time editing or doing sort of email follow-ups or something which is not going to be quite so brain intensive. So how do I go about my day? One of the most efficient ways to be working is to time block. This will help you manage your time most effectively and basically work from hour to hour on different tasks, and just to make sure you get the most out of every single hour. So I just use a simple method of having your day and your time, and then maybe block out sort of say between like 8 o'clock and 5 o'clock. I normally stop work at 5 o'clock because I've got a young family, and that is the sort of time that we do, you know, a whole sort of kids routine. So once you've worked out when in the day you're going to be doing certain things, let's have a task manager. Now, I'm personally a huge fan of Trello. I love using this application. You can basically create different lists and have a to-do list, a doing and a done list. And you can transfer tasks from one list to the next, which helps you feel on top of what you're doing. And it makes you feel like at the end of the day or at the end of the working week that you've actually achieved quite a lot. Like I say, this is a free tool to use, and there's also a desktop version of it and an app version, so you can be managing tasks and completing them whilst you're on the go as well. One thing I will just say is that you want to avoid distraction as much as possible. I know it's really difficult, and we've all got notifications coming left, right and centre from different messaging groups, online messaging. It never stops. So what I tend to do is just have my phone face down and just have a clock in the room so I know what time of day it is, and I will just crack on and just make sure that I get as much done in that time frame as possible. This is so important. We've all been there before where you feel like you've had like 2 or 3 hours to complete a task, and in actual fact you've probably done about half an hour's worth of work because everybody else has been notifying you of something which, quite frankly, is not really that important. There are so many people creating online businesses from home at the moment. There really isn't a better way to jump on board and start creating your online business. I'm going to post a new video soon which is going to have lots of ideas for what type of online business you can start. Things like e-commerce, drop shipping, affiliate marketing, multi-level marketing. There are so many different ways and so many different platforms. That will be coming up in another video. Okay, so just to summarize what I've just been talking about, what we're going to need is a laptop with a good Wi-Fi connection. Make sure that it's got lots of editing features on there, and have access to all the different platforms that you're going to be using when you're building your online business. Next, choose a clear and creative space to work from. Next thing is time blocking. So make sure that you use a really basic but effective time blocking system where you list the days of the week you're going to be working, the hours of the day you're going to be working, and which tasks you're going to assign to each hour. And finally, get yourself a productivity planner. I use Trello. It's free, it's super easy to use, and it helps you to create all your lists and be as productive as possible, and knowing which tasks that you have got to do, the ones you're doing and the ones you've completed. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned and watch this space for my next video. Thanks.